Madam, your PPT is not visible, madam. Okay. I will give your unmute option, my dear friends. Okay, Dr. A. Shailaja Madam garu will going to present the PPT. Please wait. Okay, now PPT is visible, madam. Please click on slideshow, madam. PPT is wonderful, madam. Excellent PPT. Very easy understanding, easy going PPT. Our aspirants are enjoy with your PPT, madam. Please click on slideshow.
Okay, sir. Okay. So next,
Madam,
I'll continue
please,
that.
madam, please click on slideshow.
Sir is not visible.
PPT is visible, but it is not in present mode. Please click on slideshow. If possible, please click on second one.
Second one, sir.
ఇక్కడ రెండు ఉన్నాయి కదా, మీరు మొదటి దాన్ని క్లిక్ చేశారు, రెండో దాన్ని క్లిక్ చేసి చూడండి.
1 minute, sir. Sir, now is it okay?
Madam, proceed.
Okay. So that in the early stages that of the embryo development, cell division, it occurs throughout the young plantlet. So, but as soon as the embryo develops and converts into an independent plant, the addition of new cells is restricted to certain localized parts of the plant body. That the new cells are the other parts of the plant body becomes concerned with the activities other than the growth. So that this shows that the adult plant is composed of adult and juvenile tissues. These juvenile tissues primarily concerned with growth are known as the meristems. Okay. So what are the meristems? What is the meristematic tissue? So coming to the, because of this activity of meristematic cells, growth occurs throughout the life of the plant. In this respect, the plant differs from animals. Okay, so this the term the meristem, it was derived from the Greek word meristos. Okay, meristem, that the word is derived from the Greek word meristos, which means that is divisible. That meristem means divisible. So it was coined by the Nageli in the year 1858. Okay, that meristem, the coin is termed by the Nageli in the year 1858. It is the Greek word meristos. It coming from the Greek word that the word is meristos, which means divisible. Okay, all of you understood. So that a meristematic tissue, it consists of a group of young cells that are in a continuous state of division or retain their power of division. Okay, so see here, this is a typical meristematic tissue. These characteristics of meristematic tissue: small cells, dense cytoplasm, thin cell wall, large nuclei, no vacuoles, no intercellular spaces. Okay, see here that a meristematic tissue consists of a group of young cells. These are a continuous state of division. The chief characteristic features of meristematic tissue are as mainly the tissue consists of juvenile cells which are in a state of division. The cells always it going with division only. The cells may be rounded, oval, or rectangular in shape. Okay, those cells are present in which rounded or oval or rectangular in shape. Usually, the cells are compactly arranged without intercellular spaces. See here, the cells arrangement like this. No spaces are there between the cells. Okay, so one by one arranged like this. This is the cell arrangement in the meristematic tissue. These cells do not show any reserve food material and are in active state of metabolism. The vacuoles in the cells are numerous and smaller in size. The vacuoles may be altogether absent. Okay, no vacuoles, or it may be present that may be very small. Okay, that is the structure of the meristematic features, characteristic features of meristematic tissue. The cells show immature plastids and poorly developed endoplasmic reticulum. In that, that nucleus is present, large nuclei is present, and cytoplasm is there. In the cells shows that immature plastids and poorly developed endoplasmic reticulum. So that is the meristematic tissue, about the meristematic tissue, that introduction about the meristematic tissues. So next, coming to the based on the which position or region of the plant meristematic tissue, these are found in 3 types. Next, coming to the classification
Madam,
of
your
meristems,
PPT
these
is
variously
not
class.
moving. Madam, your PPT is not moving.
Sir,
మీ పీపీటీ కదలట్లేదు. ఫస్ట్ లెవెల్ ఆఫ్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ పీపీటీ స్లైడ్ మాత్రమే కనబడుతుంది.
level of organization.
ఫస్ట్ పీపీ
Sir,
ఫస్ట్ స్లైడే ఉంది, అంటే ఫిఫ్త్ నంబర్ స్లైడ్ కనబడుతుంది.
ఓకే ఓకే సార్,
స్లైడ్స్ క్లిక్ చేయకుండా నార్మల్ గానే ప్రెజెంట్ చేయండి,
Okay.
అట్లయితే మీకు ఏర్పడుతుంది.
సార్ ఇస్ ఇట్ ఓకే?
యా, ఇట్లాగే ప్రెజెంట్ చేయండి మేడం. ఇట్లయితే మీకు కూడా ఏర్పడుతుంది. ఒక్కొక్క స్లైడ్ మీరు మూవ్ చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్ళొచ్చు.
ఓకే, now it is okay sir. Meristematic tissue characteristics, the PPT slide.
ఓకే, బేస్డ్ ఆన్ వేర్ ఆర్ ఫౌండ్, బేస్డ్ ఆన్ విచ్ పొజిషన్.
Okay sir.
రైట్.
Okay, so that meristems are variously classified on the basis of origin and state of development and position in the plant body. So mainly, see here that based on the position or region, that the meristematic tissues are divided into apical meristem, intercalary meristem, and lateral meristem. See here, these two are from we are called primary meristems. This is the secondary meristem. See here, types of meristems. So first one is the apical meristem. So see here, the meristems are present at the apex of root and shoot. See here, already we are discussed in the introduction. So that is the at the apex of the stem or root, that is called apical meristem. They constitute the growing points, and by their activity, the axis grows in length. Apical meristems may have a solitary cell that or a group of cells. So the shoot apex generally shows tunica carpus differentiation. So what is the tunica and what is the corpus? This is the differentiation of the cells. Okay, so in the case of root apex, 3 distinct histogens are found. They are dermatogen, peribulum, and plerome. So in depth, we are in the coming classes, we are discussed about the what is the tunica carpus, and what is the dermatogen, what is the peribulum, what is the plerome. Okay, these are we are called histogens. These are differentiated. Okay, dermatogen it gives the epidermis, and the peribulum it giving the cortex, and the plerome it giving the vascular tissues of xylem and phloem. Okay, so this is apical meristem. It present tips of root and stem. It helps to increase the length of the root and stem. That is called the apical meristem. So see here, this is based on the position. Position means it is present at the apex. So we are called apical meristem. That is the apical meristem. And coming to the second one, which one is called intercalary meristems. These meristems occur in between 2 permanent tissues. Okay, it is present in between 2 permanent tissues. In fact, that intercalary meristems are derived from the apical meristems during the growth of the axis and remain intercalated between the permanent cells. These cells are short-lived and later convert into permanent tissues. First, that these cells are short-lived and later it is converted into permanent tissues. Intercalary meristems are found at the base of internodes and leaf sheaths. See here, This is the intercalary. This is the internode. Okay. So from node to node, that which is space is there. That space is called intercalary. Between the two nodes, that space is called internodes. Okay. That internode place intercalary meristems are there. So these leaf sheaths in grasses, we are observing in the grasses that leaf sheath is there. You observe that. Okay. In the grasses, these meristems play a role in the recovery from lodging. This meristem is also present in the needles of pinus. So pinus needles means that leaves in the pinus plant. We are observed that leaves are like a needle. Okay, needle laga untayi. So that's why that these meristem, the intercalary meristem is present in the needles also of pinus. Okay, that is the intercalary meristem. So next, coming to the lateral meristems, these meristems occur laterally in the axis parallel to the sides of the organs. See here, this is the lateral meristems. Already we are discussed in the introduction. See here, that is a lateral meristem. These cells divide mainly in one plane periclinally and increase in the diameter of origin. The derivatives of these meristems are responsible for the secondary growth of the stem and root. Okay, when see here, this diagram shows that cork cambium and secondary phloem. Uh, these uh, these are formed after the secondary growth. Okay, so these lateral meristem divide mainly in one plane and increase the diameter. Okay, so these after the secondary growth of the stem and root, these are formed. Okay, that fascicular cambium and cork cambium are the example of lateral meristems. Okay, cork cambium and secondary phloem, secondary xylem, these all are formed after the secondary growth. Those are called lateral meristems. Okay, that coming from the cambium. Okay. That is the one type of lateral meristem. Based on the position, the meristematic tissues are three types. That is apical meristem, which are present at the apex, that is called apical. Intercalary at the internode place, that which one is present in the intercalary meristem, that is called intercalary. Lateral meristem is present at the sides. Okay, so that is the example for that vascular cambium, cork cambium, secondary phloem, secondary xylem. These all are belongs to the lateral meristems. All of you understood what is the concept? Based on the position, the meristematic tissues are divided into three types: apical, intercalary, lateral. Okay, based on the position. The intercalary means that is the center of the stem that internodes place. That is called intercalary. Apical means it is present at the shoot apex or root apex. Lateral meristem, it sides. Okay, so that is the lateral meristem. So based on the origin, next, based on the origin, so that slides is not there actually. That based on the origin, the meristems are classified into three types. These are also three types. That is promeristem, primary meristem, and secondary meristem. See here, listen carefully. Based on the origin, the meristematic tissues are divided into three types. Promeristem. Promeristem means what? The meristem where the foundation of new organs is initiated is called promeristem, or promeristem, or embryonic meristem. It is made up of isodiametric thin-walled cells. Promeristem differentiates to the form the primary meristem. Okay, that is the promeristem. Only that new organs are initiated. Okay, initiated. New organs are foundation of new organs is initiated is called promeristem. Okay, so it is made up of isodiametric thin-walled cells. It differentiate to form the primary meristem. Second one is called primary meristem. So it is the first derivative of promeristem and build up the primary body of the plant. They are seen in the apices of the stem and root. So based on the origin, only those are which are foundation of new organs is initiated, that is called promeristem. After that primary meristem, it is build up the primary body of the plant, that is called primary meristem. They are seen in the apices of stem and root. Okay, so that is primary meristem. And the primary cambium vascular bundles and intercalary meristems or grasses are also primary meristems examples. Okay, so next coming to the secondary meristem, the meristematic cells that develop secondarily from the permanent tissue, those are called secondary meristems. So for example, after the secondary growth, we are discussed that cork cambium, vascular cambium, these all are coming to the secondary meristems. Okay, that is based on the origin, and based on the position also completed. Based on the origin also, promeristem, primary meristem, and secondary meristem based on the origin. And coming to the third, based on the plane of cell division. So based on the cell division also, these meristematic tissues are divided into three types mainly, that is rib rib or file meristem, and plate meristem, and mass meristem. Okay, so that is not important actually, but we know what is that. These meristematic tissues are divided into based on the origin, based on the function, based on the position. Okay, so next coming to the last one, that is based on the function. The classification of meristems chiefly based on function. It was followed in physiological anatomy. Haberland in the year 1890, he recognized that the categories of tissues at the apex of the stem and root based on their function. Okay, see here, this is also important, based on a function. So based on function, three terms, that is protoderm, procambium, fundamental or ground meristem. Okay, first one is the protoderm. Protoderm means it is the outermost meristematic layer of a young growing organ. It develops into epidermis. Protoderm means outermost layer. Procambium, it is composed of narrow, elongated, and presenchymata cells. These cells gives rise to primary vascular tissues. Okay, it giving primary vascular tissues, that is procambium. And third one, fundamental or ground meristem. So it shows a number of thin-walled cells. These cells become differentiated into cortex and pith. So below the epidermis, that cortex is there. Cortex and pith coming from the fundamental or ground meristem. The meristems give rise to the permanent tissues according to the scheme given below. That is, what is the primary meristems and what are the secondary meristems. That okay. So this is about the meristematic tissues, classification of meristematic tissues based on origin, based on function, based on position. Okay, so it's enough today. Tomorrow we are going to discuss that shoot apex and root apex theories. Okay. Sir, are you there?
Oh, madam, thank you. Is there any doubt, my dear friends? Shashireka,
Please ask your
Chandana,
doubts regarding
and
that introduction and meristematic tissues.
yes, Sujata Garu and my dear Harish, Sagarika, Shalini,
Pallavi,
Pallavi. Some of the faculty, some of the participants, they are preparing JL, madam.
okay.
JL and TG set, UGC net also. So that's why they are also involved in this learning process. They are utilizing our online classes.
Sir, it is
Harish,
clear, sir, I think.
yes, yes. Harish is completed his botany from
Sir.
Usmania, I hope. Harish,
हाँ
MSc,
सर
MSc botany from which university, Mitrama?
शातवाहन यूनिवर्सिटी सर
Shatavan. He is
Shatavana, which college? University?
now he is preparing for JLDL and other competitive exams like CSIR net also. And also Chintala Malleshama Malayana also working as a faculty member. Am I right? Chintala.
Yes, sir.
You are from which place, sir? Malayagar,
Sir, Nagarjuna Lakshmi.
Nagar Karnool. Working in which college, sir?
Percentage.
Sir?
Social welfare, sir. Social welfare.
Social welfare. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Better
Yes, sir.
we have utilized your services also, sir. Malaya, sir.
Okay, okay.
మీరు ఏ ఏరియాలో మంచి క్లాస్ అది మేము సిద్ధం ఉన్నామంటే డెఫినెట్లీ విల్ ఆల్సో గివ్ ఏ ఛాన్స్ టు ఇన్ ఫ్యూచర్ ఆల్సో ఓకే ఇన్ ప్రెసెంట్ ఇయర్ ఆల్సో నో ఇష్యూ మల్లయ్య సార్ అండ్ హరీష్
Okay, sir.
పల్లవి ఫ్రమ్ హైదరాబాద్
Yes, sir.
ఓకే సుజాత గారు
From BJR College, sir.
బీజేఆర్ కాలేజ్ ఓకే వెల్కమ్ బీజేఆర్ కాలేజ్ నారాయణగూడ సుజాత ఎక్కడండి
Yes, sir.
సుజాత
సార్
మీరు ఎక్కడి నుంచి
నల్గొండ సార్
నల్లగొండ
Yes, sir.
నల్లగొండనండి
ఎస్ సార్
ఓకే
నల్గొండ సార్
ఆల్రెడీ కంప్లీట్ యువర్ పీజీనా
ఎస్ సార్
ఓకే ఇన్ విచ్ యూనివర్సిటీ మ్యామ్ ఫ్రమ్ విచ్ యూనివర్సిటీ
మహాత్మా గాంధీ సార్
ఓకే నల్లగొండ ఓకే అంటే మీకు అక్కడ తిరుమల మేడం తర్వాత వీళ్ళందరూ పరిచయం ఉండి ఉంటారు
ఎస్ సార్
ఓకే ఎనీవే నైస్ టు మీట్ యూ డెఫినెట్లీ విల్ రీచ్ అవర్ డెస్టినేషన్ మనకు కాంపిటేటివ్కి సంబంధించినటువంటి ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ కూడా మనం క్లాసెస్ తర్వాత డిస్కషన్ చేసుకుందాం మనకు శైలజ మేడం గారు వండర్ఫుల్గా ప్రజెంట్ చేశారు
Okay.
మంచి పీపీటీ కొంత పీపీటీ మూవ్ కాలేవు మేడం వాటికి సంబంధించి కూడా రేపు మళ్ళొకసారి అవుట్లైన్ మళ్ళొకసారి ఇస్తూ నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ కంటిన్యూ చేయండి మేడం థ్యాంక్ యూ చాలా బాగున్నాయి వాళ్ళ
Okay, sir. Okay, definitely.
రైట్ టుమారో విల్ మీట్ మై డియర్ ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఐ విల్ స్టాప్ హియర్